we stick to the code, yeah.
Wow, what it is, man. Welcome back to the Stick to the Code podcast. You already know what it is, man. You got your boy AO here. And this is where we talk tech, kick culture. And look, man, if you looking on the video again, you notice got my lovely guest here with me today. Got my girl Killa back again.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. She I ain't gonna lie, this week right here, I'm just not getting back from a Vegas trip, so it was a little bit of a week for me.
Turn up.
You feel me? And so, like, thankfully, she was able to pull it through and help me, like, get this episode, because, man, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get through it by myself, so appreciate that for sure, you pulling through on it.
You're welcome.
All right, so.
That's just what I do.
That's just what I do. I feel like that's a song. That's a song for something, or I'm tripping?
I feel like it is, but then now that you put me on the spot, I don't know. I mean,
like, don't get me lying. Don't get me the line. All right, for sure that. Man, like I said, trip to Vegas for my boy. Tripping. Trip to Vegas for my boy. Did a little bachelor party. I ain't gonna lie, it was kicking. It was up.
It was a vibe.
It was a whole other vibe. My first time going to Vegas, so it was like all right, let's see how this going. You know, I didn't chop it up with you. You already know how Vegas was for me, but man, I ain't gonna lie. I was there. I was iffy a little bit a while there. Like I don't know how this Vegas joint finna be. I ain't gonna say. I'm a huge food person, and Vegas food for me at least is a lot of mid.
Damn.
It was a lot of mid.
But you know what? In a lot of tourist places, that's kind of how the food is. Like Miami. You know, like I'm finna turn up. I'm finna eat good.
I don't know nobody from Miami or Vegas come through. Like, we got food. Look, no. Miami, both of them had food. Like, Miami had some joints. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, just some of the high end joints kind of getting trashed for me in Miami. Or at least one of the ones we went to. And Vegas, I don't know. Like, Vegas, at least on the Strip, because I feel like probably you get outside the Strip or something in Vegas, just like with Miami. Like, you get outside the South Beach or something like that. You get into like where the city at for real.
I mean, but fast. I mean, it's not technically fast food, but you have to think about it. You have millions of people visiting there all the time. You got to get that food out fast. I mean, is taste really their priority?
It'd be a whole lot of mid, but yeah. Like I said, man, it was turned up. We was ATV riding. Other than the food, it was a lot of fun. The desert hot is all get out. Sweat running down the back. I'm like,
did you see the Grand Canyon?
I didn't. I seen some mountain-looking joints that look like Grand Canyon. If somebody don't know better enough, you can like get a camera angle and be like, that's the Grand Canyon. It look like it, don't it?
No. You're supposed to see the Grand Canyon.
Man, we did not plan that trip out well enough. Okay. So it was like, hey, my boy B, shout out to you, my boy. Bachelor party.
Shout out to Brian and Erika.
Ooh, doing that marriage shit, Aaron.
They doing that marriage shit.
But yeah, though, so man, it was a cool little vibe, cool weekend. Happy to get back here, getting a chance to calm down, relax. Had a little time off before getting back to work in Airman, so big reason why this podcast coming out late is that trip. But look, man, hoping that y'all still fuck with it. You know, Killa gonna definitely bring whatever I'm lacking this week. She for sure gonna come with it.
Turn up.
I bet that. You ready to go ahead and get into some of this tech shit going on this week?
Let's do it. You know, I am a tech aficionado.
That what you going with? You a tech aficionado?
Is that the wrong word?
I mean, it's a word. It's definitely a word. Though,
I mean, and so like I'm into tech. Like I'm not well versed, but I'm like, let's go ahead and get started. How about that?
All right, for sure. All right, so first thing this week, I'm gonna just go ahead and get right to it. We're gonna talk about nothing. It's to start off this week.
We ain't gonna talk about nothing.
We're gonna talk about nothing. You don't know about nothing?
I think I know something.
You did.
You like that one, yeah.
I see what you did there. All right, for sure. But yeah, so man, we got the Nothing Phone 1 that just got announced, unveiled, and all that. You done seen it? You done seen the video, right?
I seen it. The back is cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like
right,
if iPhone was just, I can get a case that just does the same thing now.
What are you saying it?
No. Oh, I was saying Apple should make a case.
Oh, I mean, well, shit. The reason I say that is because literally the company D brand, they got a phone case or whatever called. They got something instead of nothing, but it literally is the exact same thing on the.
Oh, I'm glad
like
you
it
told
looked
me.
like one of
I'll
them joints.
check that out after
like I seen, I was like, is that a? I seen like MKBHD.
So I can put it on my phone.
Yeah, so you can buy the phone case, and it's the something phone case that make every phone look like nothing phone. The design on it kind of dope. Because really to me, nothing phone look like an iPhone.
Yes,
it
I
really,
would agree.
It looks straight up like an iPhone. So I mean, I feel like it's a dope ass phone. They did the announcement last week. I know I went and checked that video out or whatever, and it was cool. It was kind of trash at the same time though. Like the announcement video was kind of trash.
How so?
So like they went through the video or whatever with it. The dude Carpay announced it. He tried to be like real casual with it.
Okay.
But the thing is, it felt too casual and too laid back. Like too like, I need you to kind of tell me what the phone do. So like the video didn't overly tell what the phone was. It was short, and it was just like them kind of just vibing through, kind of going through with the phone. I feel like the way the video was, it would really only play into like fans of the phone already. Like you already a nothing fan, like
right. Because I was gonna ask like what, like you know with Apple and Google, you have specs. You have like Google Pixel is known for the camera. Apple, you know they play their game. What is this nothing phone? Like why, as an iPhone user, would I trade in my iPhone to go get nothing?
If you a diehard iPhone person, I really don't see a reason to go to it. Like if you already love an iPhone.
Well, not diehard. I mean, like what
like
about it makes?
I mean, really, the main joint with that phone, looking at it, is the vibe. Just to be honest, you more getting that phone for the vibe. Like it's really what it is, because it's not a flagship level phone. So like iPhone is like top tier type phone.
How much is it?
A Pixel. It ain't coming to the US. At least this first one ain't.
Next topic.
But it's
like what are we talking about?
I think starts at $4. I want to say I think it started at €399 or no British pounds, 399 British pounds, which something I seen translates to like $475.
I'm not spending $400 on a vibe.
I think it's like a mid tier phone. It's not like a top tier joint. It's like that. It's alright. It's like an alright phone. It's like you ain't trying to do the most, but you're doing enough.
How many times you been to a store and been like, oh yeah, that's a dope ass shirt. That shirt hella mid. You know what? I'm gonna pick the alright one. Now alright.
Sure. I got you. How many times you been to the store and was like, that shirt hella dope? Oh, never mind. You seen that price tag and was like, oh, it don't even look as good as it did when I first looked at it, because that price tag got it looking like, oh no, that matter of fact, it don't even look as good at that kind of number. But then you look and see something else, oh, that's dope as well, and oh, this price tag look like something I can do.
But is it dope as well? Like, I
feel like it's a dope as well. It ain't the same as an iPhone type of joint, but it's like if somebody who in that kind of price range where you ain't trying to spend $1,000 on a phone. Cause like there was a point in time where people weren't finna spend $1,000 on a new phone. So spending
true.
like $400, like that's half the price of an iPhone.
That is true.
So
like it's half the price of an iPhone for a phone to not last.
And it's better than half. Like why ain't it gonna last?
I'm just saying, like, what are they offering me that makes me want to go spend $400 on this phone? Like, is it gonna have a good camera? Is it gonna last? Is it
like
quick?
From looking at it, they were kind of like selling it's supposed to be like a up there camera. Some of the reviews I seen it was like cool. It's not like super, but
so everything
it was a lot of it's a mid tier. That's a category of phones. I know like
so phone mid.
It's like a mid tier phone.
So if you want a mid phone, you go and buy nothing.
Shit, tripping. But
I mean, I'm just saying, like, nothing.
I mean, that's a lane though. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't want to spend. Sometimes if you don't want to spend $1,000, you gotta know what you're looking at. Like them phones, like. You might not look at it.
If I don't want to spend $1,000, I go buy a refurbished iPhone.
Okay, iPhones ain't the whole world. Like people get other phones.
What I'm saying is,
but it's like
I'm not gonna go buy a mid phone. Like I would love to know what phone it like. You know how they compare phones.
I'm not like I ain't gonna stunt with you. Like I'm not overly hip on it. Well, no. So comparisons would be like you got the iPhone SE stuff like that. It's like it's not a full iPhone level thing.
And how much does that cost?
That's probably closer to around that pricing. Like around like $500, $600 phones.
And the SE would be equivalent to the nothing.
Kind of in that price bracket. Because the iPhone SE, you're not getting everything with a top tier iPhone. Same as like the Pixel. You got the Pixel 6 or something like that. Or you buy like because it's not all the way up the order.
This compared to the Pixel
6, the Pixel 6a actually probably like the A, which is the budget versions of it.
I mean, I would definitely. Sorry to cut you off, but I would definitely love to see a video before I make a hard stance on nothing. I would like to see a video of actually walking a day-to-day life, comparing it. Like, use that iPhone SE, use that Pixel 6a, use the nothing phone, and see how they're equivalent. Because regardless, if I could spend $400 on all three of these phones, I'm not going to pick the mid of those phones.
Yeah,
I'm going to pick the highest mid, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. It's like I say, it's at that point in time just knowing like the price bracket the shoot for. Like, it's the kind of thing like.
The price what?
Like sometimes, or just like knowing the price bracket. Like, everybody ain't looking at spending $1,000 on the phone. So it's the. Huh?
I was making fun of you.
I didn't get your joke.
It's okay.
That's what you do. But yeah, though. So it's just like pushing a phone that's at that price bracket of people who want to spend that much money. Because some people, like I said, some people ain't at all gonna look to spend that kind of money. Yeah. But let me actually talk about some of the shit that comes with it, because I know you brought it up. You got like the glyphs, the LEDs on the background. Which I ain't gonna lie, it do look kind of cool. I feel like it'll kind of be like, all right, or whatever. But one thing I did like about it is like when they were showing it, is how it'll be kind of like when you shining it on doing like a video or something, or taking a photo. It's kind of like a flash, but it's not as harsh as a flash would be. I did like that as well. I know. It's kind of like a feel light or something. It says it's supposed to like, it rings in certain, you can set it to ring in a certain way. But then I feel like that's for all the cheaters out there. Like, men who be cheating. I don't know why you had to throw a sex to that, but I'm just saying, like, men and women who be cheating and they turn their phone downwards at the restaurant, and so it light up in a certain way so you can see who calling. Because how many times have you had your phone and you put it face down? Unless you up to something. You're up to something. So, like, usually I have my phone face up so I can see, oh, I got a notification. Look, so that's the black version of it right there. Which, I mean, I think the white one looks better. I mean, I like how the white one look, but to me, the black one still just look harder. Like, I'm a fan of black, but no. Not on that one? No. I don't know. I mean, like I said, the white kind of match it better because the LEDs still gonna be like white LEDs. You can't ain't no black LED finna do you no good. So I don't know. I feel like it makes sense as far as like making it a white version. Like it aesthetically just kind of go. But to me at the same time, probably because I done seen the white version so much too. So like seeing that black version, which is kind of like something they more or less just now showing, kind of make it a little bit cooler to me too. So I don't know. I kind of rock with it. But like I said, that's something that's supposed to be coming out. Not coming out to the US, but like for other markets, you got to grow. It's a new company, so you got to look at it like that. You can't be comparing an iPhone to maybe by the time it gets to the US, it won't be mid. Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep it moving. There we go. All right, so next thing we got going on, we got Elon Musk. I ain't even going to chop it on this one too much. What has Elon done today? Exactly. So I ain't even going to run it too much on it. Y'all already know, man, Elon had a situation. He backing out of the Twitter. Which one? Which situation? That's how it be. So like the one right now, he backing out of Twitter. So Twitter suing his ass for backing out of the deal, which I'm like, you had to know that was coming. But this is what I saw. And I know you like to think I'm just full of conspiracy theories. Yeah, it would feel like as soon as you said this. But Elon also posted this. So I be on Twitter and I be on Elon's Twitter, right? And so Elon had made this tweet like, Twitter's suing me and now they have to expose all the records they didn't want to give me in the first place. Who really won? And then like he had a post like checkmate. This is a really bad retell of the tweet. But pretty much he was saying in the agreement, they didn't want to give him the records. But now that they're filing a lawsuit, they're going to have to divulge the records he wanted anyway. And so I seen that too. All in all, he gonna win. I mean, that's his expectation. I ain't choosing no side. I mean, that's a game of chess. I mean, it's a crazy Elon's situation. An alien, and maybe he playing alien chess. Oh my gosh, he is an alien. How many people do you know look like Elon Musk, talk like Elon Musk, and is not from Mars? How many people you know from? I'm not finna. No, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. So yeah, Elon news. Saying. Twitter deal going. I think he was supposed to be fighting to try to make the trial push out to like next year. He wanted to be. But if I ain't mistaken, I think this supposed to be like in October when the trial's supposed to start. Yeah, they're going to do the trial pretty early. I mean, Elon just Eloning it up. The Martians always doing some shit. Oh, my gosh. Staying on tech CEOs, we're gonna talk about. We got a bunch of tech CEOs who kind of signed up for an initiative.
Okay.
And it's pretty much trying to push computer science education.
Oh, damn, that's dope.
Yeah, so I feel like that was kind of cool. So you got over 500 people in different businesses, nonprofits, and different things. And pretty much what they're saying is they want to allow every student in every school to have the opportunity to learn computer science, which to me is like super dope because it's just like, I know we didn't really have, no, in my school, we ain't had that shit like work time. We had computer classes, but it wasn't like really learning it like
computer science feels a little bit deeper, but like I had to take a computer class in elementary, middle school, high school, and so they don't have that no more. Like no, like they don't have to, at least in my experiences, they don't have to do computer classes. So the kids don't know how to type. They don't know what the hard drive is and the CPU is. Like, we had quizzes over all of that. And so I feel like bringing that back is great. I don't know why we let it go in the first place. And it kind of plays a part to, what we were kind of privately talking about, my career direction might have been different if I had known that there were more options for me to do. Like if I'd known that learning lighting and photography or computer science or being a tech genius,
having a little bit more
like being exposed to those other options versus you can be a doctor, lawyer, or a firefighter or a singer. I want to be a singer.
You get a note for him?
It's my throat. It's a little rusty. For
sure. The throat rusty. I know. But yeah, so like I said, it's super dope what they got going on. And it's like a bunch of big, it's a lot of people, obviously 500 people signing on for it, just trying to push for like governors, just people in education for like local areas or whatever, or just nationwide to like make sure it's a thing. But you got like Apple CEO Tim Cook, Amazon, you got Jeff Bezos, Sundar Pichai, which is the CEO of Alphabet or Google.
Fancy name.
Indian.
I figured that's much.
Like, why his name fancy then?
It just is a nice name. Like, you can say my name's nice.
Fancy though? Okay. We just gonna slide.
Calling somebody name fancy, I don't know. Exposed.
I don't know how, like, whatever.
It was a fancy name. Like, I wouldn't say.
Wait, go ahead. What you want to say?
I was finna shade you, but it's not necessary.
All right, whatever then. All right, we got Bill Gates.
That's not a fancy name.
Okay, and you got Mark Zuckerberg. Not fancy either.
I do have a big.
They all people who signed on for it, by the way.
Question about, the goal of this. Like, okay, great, y'all are bringing this back into education, but is it all education, or is it just the people who you think are privileged enough to get this experience?
Nah, so like the goal is to where it's every school everywhere. Like they're signing on to it be like every school, like not like some schools, just nice happen. Areas, like trying to make that a thing. Every school should have computer science being taught to students. Every school should be exposed to. I would
love that if that happened. So I mean, I'm all for it. I'm just real big on making sure that everyone gets the opportunity. I
mean, honestly, I feel like that's really the main thing of it, because the reality is, if you in like a probably a better off school, like a more privileged school, they're gonna have those programs already. So it's not really it's not so much of a push for those things. It's more of a push for people who aren't getting those opportunities to already begin with. Because if you go into some school in Beverly Hills or you in some other I ain't from none of them areas, so I can't name them all.
I was gonna wait.
I was shit like Cambridge or something. Like, I think that's in like
River Oaks.
Yeah, shit like that. You in them school areas, you in $1 million school areas, school districts. They'll probably you getting more exposed to those things. If your school got water polo with it, you probably being taught some other shit. If y'all got horses, you know what I mean. If you learn a different kind of thing, equestrian class. I don't know. Wasn't no equestrian in my school.
I didn't see a
Somebody
horse.
was riding a horse. They were just being country. But no,
that part. That did happen often. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
I mean, but that is really, really dope. I do. And I hope that this kind of encourages other people and other professionals to bring that into schools. Like FFA, Future Farmers of America. I didn't know that farming was a career until I got into high school.
FFA was till you just said it right now.
Oh, y'all didn't have
I probably
Future
done heard
Farmers
it
of
before,
America?
but I doubt it. It don't sound familiar to me.
I was trying to get scholarships when I was like in my senior year, so I started joining everything I could to get a scholarship to get to college. You know what I mean? Gotta get out the house. But, you know, like Future Farmers of America is an actual career. Like you can decide to be a farmer, and it's a very...
Oh yeah, shit, they can get bread right there. Farmers can pull in that farmer bread for real, for real.
But that's what I'm saying.
And like when you said FFA at first, I thought you was going to say FFL. I was like, what? I fell. Oh no, okay, farmers. Okay, I thought it was FFL for a second. You know,
subtle flex, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
The point is, I'm hoping that a lot of careers can do the same and integrate it into the education system, so kids can know like you don't only have these options. A janitor. You can make a lot of money
as a janitor. Yeah, I mean, if like as long as you're like a more level up version of it, but yeah, like just even being aware. I mean, just the reality, like some all careers like just base level version of it, but understanding that in that same career version, if you are part of different levels of it, it's a person in who involved in that system that's a millionaire.
But also like teaching kids that you have to work your way up to do stuff. Like you think you finna graduate college and get your $90,000 a year job. No. Ugh.
I mean, sometimes it play like that. Some of these folks
some folks are very blessed. Some folks are very blessed. Most folks.
I feel like it's a big thing. It's just like a big thing is like sometimes just knowing the opportunities. Kind of like how you saying like getting it into schools to where kids have more opportunities to learn, like whether it's tech or even like it's fashion. Sports, even not the just athletic side of it, because some of the things is that in more underprivileged schools you don't have so many of the extra type of courses. Yeah, like y'all you have the very basic courses, and it's not really teaching you to thrive in the society, especially the way it's moving towards. So, like something like this, I feel like it's dope. Hopefully, we like how you said have more situations to kind of move towards stuff like that. So for sure with that. Let's keep on moving through. We got Walmart, another company with big money going on.
Big money. I like.
Oh, hey, chill out. But yeah, though. So you got Walmart. They backing a company called Canoe. You ever heard of Canoe?
No. I heard of a canoe. No, a canoe.
You don't know how to canoe. Just stop it. Because like what you doing? You finna. I don't even know. I'm like you finna do a dance move.
Wait, is it a canoe like row or row?
I mean, you could do it different ways. It depends on how many people on there. So, like, typically you're doing like that. You're rowing, but canoe. But
canoe is this one.
Just okay. So yeah, we got Canoe, the company. Canoe, they got what it is. So it's a EV company. It's a startup EV.
Oh, everything's an EV.
Yeah. So they got the EV company. So the thing is with it that Walmart is backing them up a little bit, like giving them some added finances, because one of the things is Canoe was recently kind of having some issues, seemed like financially. So it was kind of like one of them companies, like a lot of EVs that's not Tesla, looking like y'all might be shutting down after a little while.
Why?
She just getting the money. Like it's costs a lot of money to make EVs and to actually build and put it out there. So like you need billions of dollars to actually even get started with getting cars out there. So like, you know what I mean? It's a big thing like that. So actually getting companies to invest in you. So one of the things I seen, Canoe moved from California. It's a California-based company, but they moved the what was that for?
Because like everything's in California, something in Texas. Like I don't want to move to California or New York to be successful. I'm over it. Ugh.
Talk to your Texas government, man.
I'm not talking to that man. That man can.
Okay, but yeah, so pretty much the thing is they just had it to where they moved from California to Bentonville, Arkansas, which is like
it's even worse. Who in Arkansas? What is Arkansas? I'm serious.
Oh my God.
Like what? Okay.
Walmart is in Arkansas. Walmart is in Bentonville, Arkansas.
I mean, then that makes sense why they moved there. But just small.
That's what patience get you. That's what patience would have got.
Small segue.
Patience would have got you the
answer. Small segue. I'm going to say a state. You tell me what you think of, okay? You ready?
No, how about I say a state, you tell what you think of.
It's my game.
I don't have these preconceptions about states.
Okay. Idaho.
Potatoes.
Arkansas.
Hot Springs.
What?
You don't know what a hot spring is?
I know what a hot spring is.
Arkansas has some great hot springs. You thought I was going to
Dakota.
Dakotas, they have like open plains. And it's North or South Dakota because you said it's like it's just one Dakota. Did you know there were two?
Compared them. I put them together.
Compared or combined?
I combined.
You might want to stop. You might want to stop because you ain't getting ahead. You don't know that many states. you better stop. I know you don't know all the states. You better stop right now.
Like, I'm trying to run through them in my head so quickly.
Okay. All right, my turn. Since you want to be with this impromptu game. Are you ready?
Fine.
North Carolina.
The beach.
Okay. Montana.
Cowboy boots.
What?
Cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots. Montana. Okay.
Ooh. Cowboy boots in the snow.
Is it cold in Montana? No idea, right?
It snows there.
Guessing?
No.
Okay. Washington.
The DMV.
That's Washington, D.C.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Washington, the state. Because we were naming states.
Oh, the state. Oh, it's up there.
I thought you said as a Twilight fan, I thought you was going to be like...
Oh, Forks. Twilight.
I thought this was... It's okay. It's okay. One more.
You know what? Okay.
Arizona.
Oh, hot heat.
Texas.
Hell, burning up. We all finna go down the hill. Fry egg outside because it's 1,000 degrees.
It's hot everywhere right now, though.
I mean, did you see? I'm sorry, another small segue. Did you see? I can't remember where, but overseas. It's so hot that it's melting the like light thingies. You know, the thing that turn red, yellow, and green.
The traffic light? The
traffic light is melting the okay, anyways. You can cut all that.
It's delete all that shit. All right, look, man. Let's keep it. Well, I ain't even told none of the news about Walmart and Canoe. Walmart is back in Canoe. Canoe pretty much moved their headquarters to Bentonville, Arkansas.
Which is where Walmart is.
Yeah.
Just in case you cut the previous, I can look like I know something.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
They got everything. Mm-hmm. So one of the things is, like I told you, like Canoe was kind of on their back leg. It's a kind of weird looking video, like weird looking vehicle on the cool. I'm finna show it to you, like how the Canoe cars look. Like I ain't gonna lie, like it ain't my vibe. Like when I see it, like with the Canoe joints, I really feel like it's a type of car that like if you were trying to drive it, it's not for a regular everyday person at all. Like here go the joint. Like,
that's fugly.
This is the Canoe.
That is.
This kind of like the Walmart
fugly.
Kind of right up joint. But this is kind of it's a
fugly.
It's the type of thing. It's supposed to be like you can kind of take off parts and put on stuff to make it into something. I don't know. Like I said, it
what
don't
is this? The Lego movie?
Hey,
Get the fuck out of here.
In my mind, that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at it, it's like really that Walmart move is the kind of move they need to be going for because it's only really that kind of thing. Don't nobody want to drive that. That's just like how I told folks before.
They can pick up elderly
Don't nobody
people.
want ugly EVs. And that's an ugly EV right there.
I mean,
but if you like a
nobody want ugly cars in general.
Yeah. But you know, like EVs, people trying like when it first was starting, people trying to do like ugly versions, like trying to do extra shit.
No, I didn't know.
When like people do new cars, they try to do extra shit. Like you look at the super futuristic looking cars, and like, bruh, just make your car look like what's on the road.
I would buy a car. If I did an EV right now, I would do an EV where you would have to drive it on the opposite side, like we're overseas, but you would still you still be functioning regularly, but you would have to drive. You know how we all drive on the left side,
like a European vehicle.
It would be just like a European vehicle.
Why would somebody want that?
Cause it's cool and we don't have it.
People drive European cars over here.
I haven't seen it.
Like when people import their cars over here.
But what I'm saying, you know what? You're a party pooper.
I'm just trying to listen to you.
Someone's a party pooper. That's you. That was a great idea.
It was an idea. I will for sure say that was an idea. You thought and you said it. You said it and you said it with confidence. And hey, look, I respect the confidence.
You're an asshole.
A little bit. But yeah, so sliding. Like I said, Walmart, they invested to buy 4,500 of the Canoe vehicles. So like for adding to their fleet. So obviously that put a whole lot of money into Canoe. Like you a fledgling company having a company as big as Walmart commit to buying the vehicles. Cause like I say, I'm a for sure have showed the video, like footage of what the Canoe vehicle looked like. Like how you say, the shit ugly to me. But I feel like for companies, it's a lot of type of vehicle though. If you're doing company type shit, Like, I feel like it'll be good for that because, like,
it's to definitely stand out. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, oh, that's Walmart.
I mean, I feel like to stand out, but also, like, the utility of it for, like, a company. Like, as a, like, you know how they got vans, like, companies, you buy, like, vans and Sprinters and different things like that. Mm-hmm. You got more reason to have, like, a vehicle that has, like,
but what am I using
utility,
it for?
Like, just the way it's set up inside. Like, it's probably has a bit more of a utility type of setup. Like, to kind of move around or something. Like, just in my mind, because, like, it can be turned to like a truck kind of version in a van. It just, like I say, as a person driving, I don't think it's too much of a thing. But, like, for people who either doing outdoorsy type shit and, like, companies, I feel like that's really where that kind of, the canoe kind of come in. So, I feel like that's the lane. So, Walmart, like I say, put in order for 4,500 of them with the potential to do 10,000 of it. So, that's dope for, like, canoe. Cause
they can definitely use it for, like, their delivery service. Because, you know, they just started their own kind of delivery thing called Spark or something. Walmart, like, they have a special delivery thing, so maybe they could use that and incorporate it because it looks like a delivery van. So
that's what I'm saying. So
that's my canoe, my Walmart here, you know, looking out the window.
Yeah, so that's dope for that. Staying on EVs, you got BMW who, oh my gosh, in my mind, when it comes to, like, BMWs and how they charge customers, I ain't a BMW driver, but man, they be trying to get you.
Would you get one?
Would I get a BMW?
Like, if you had to pick between Mercedes, BMW, and Lexus.
If I'm picking between them three, I'd probably choose a Lex.
What about Mercedes or BMW?
I feel like I like, given the fact that I work in automotive a little bit in the service and dealing with this stuff,
a little bit.
I like how BMW, certain aspects I like BMW a little bit better. Mercedes, they kind of service plans a little bit kind of more confused. Yeah, so I kind of lean toward that. I mean, I probably feel like I like BMW a little bit better on certain aspects of it. But when it comes to shit like what I'm finna get to, BMW can kind of kiss my ass on that.
I agree.
So, like, BMW is charging $18 a month to have heated seats in your car. The one that you have already bought, paid for, gave them your money for, that has the feature, they charging you $18 a month.
Whoa. Wait. Because I'm sorry, I thought this was like, oh, I didn't add heated seats. I can add it now for $18 a month. This is, I have heated seats, and for me to get it to work, I gotta pay you? That's like my, I'm gonna say a whole bunch of bad words. What? You're kidding. No, you're kidding.
So, like, it's in your car, but you gotta pay for the feature to work.
When I spent $95,000 on this BMW that had heated seats, they're gonna turn the heated seat off, and unless I pay the subscription.
Yeah, so it's $18 a month. But you got options. You can spend $180 for the year. What it is, $180 for the year, $300 for 3 years, or you can spend $415 to get unlimited, basically a lifetime of it.
I bought the car with it.
That's the part. That's how they finessing you. That's like I said, to me, that's the shit part, because it's like you making me pay you back for some shit that you already put in the car.
So how would they be able to turn my heated seats off?
Everything connected to computers and shit nowadays. So that's just like with Tesla, like some of the shit they have, like, to where your car might already have a feature in it, but you gotta pay for the feature to be unlocked for, like, the auto driving shit. Like, you gotta pay them the extra to unlock that feature in the car. It'll already have it in there, but you gotta pay to unlock it.
I would pay a hacker to take that shit out of my car before I pay BMW.
Nah, damn that. You gonna be losing your warranty. You gonna be losing money right there.
Obviously, BMW don't care about me. They want me to pay $18 for something I've already spent money on. It was included, you know, like, you go to the dealership, because I just recently bought a car. You go to the dealership, it tells you everything inside the car.
I mean, it might be set up differently on how they do it. Like, with that, I don't know. Because I know, like, something I had peeped, like, a dude had told me, like, I'm driving Ford. Like, a dude had told me, like, pretty much every Ford car already got the ability to use remote start in it. Like, this was like before they had that kind of thing, but we just, like, you got to have a key that's programmed with it, but they ain't telling you that. So it's like, you just got to know what the situation is. So sometimes cars got features that you don't know it have, but, like, that one, that's just ass. I feel like that's BMW having it. But shit, what's on the cool? What's on, like, a few years back, they just kind of, like, updated it to where it's not the case. Apple CarPlay, you had to pay BMW to use Apple CarPlay. Like, you know how
just BMW or everybody?
No, just BMW. Like, you know, while everybody else had it for free, you had to pay BMW to use Apple. That was just what they was doing.
But, like, okay, so as a consumer, why would I get a BMW then?
I mean, some people already, if you're already a BMW fan, you're already tapped in with it.
But like, all right, I'm going to find a car. I have an iPhone. Like, that would deter me from buying this BMW. Like, I'm going to go get this Audi where I can use my Apple CarPlay just fine.
I mean,
and have heated seats just fine.
It's just a case of like whatever.
Like BMW is just trying to finesse people and it's trash. They're not even the best car out there.
But the thing is, it worked. Like all that stuff sound crazy, but then you're like, oh, but it worked though. Like people, the thing is, people paying for it, and people was paying for the Apple CarPlay. It's free now.
I mean, if I already had a BMW, I get that. But
sometimes it's in your mindset. Like even if you ain't never drove a BMW, you probably know what a BMW is. You know what like that in your mind. Like you know what it is. I know plenty of motherfuckers in the hood named Mercedes ain't never been close to no Mercedes.
I'd rather get an Audi.
So yeah, like that's just how it is. Like it's a crazy situation to me, but I get it. I would never pay that. Like there's no way in the world you finna get me to pay for a feature that's already in my car. And I think they're doing something like that in the UK too with like the heated steering wheels, just like $12 a month. It's just like different little finesses. Like, you know, that's how every company getting their money like for real now. Like them little micro transactions, like where you paying like monthly money. So like, oh, you can don't spend the $300-$400 up front. Let's just get like $10 here,
laugh at
$10 here, $20 here.
Like I currently have heated seats, cooling seats, and a heated steering wheel. I'm not paying half as much as a BMW. And I don't have to pay for it monthly. Like, you're an idiot.
But you don't get the BMW Flex, though. You don't get the automatic.
I flex and look just as good in my Jeep. I mean, just as good. And my screen's bigger. But go ahead.
All right, though. But yeah, man, that's just one of the things they got going with that one. We're going to go ahead and get off of cars because obviously a lot of BS with that one. Let's slide over to TikTok. Hey, come on.
And that's it.
Okay. But yeah, so man, you got TikTok, man. So they got it well, like for your For You page, they add like different filters to where you can kind of change different things on there to where you can have it to where you can kind of like limit what's coming on your For You page. Because you know it's normally the only thing that decide your For You page is like whatever you like or just how much whatever you pay attention to, just automatically learning you on the fly.
Right.
So like now you can put in little hashtags, like if you don't want to see something. Like you want to like not see something, you can kind of add hashtags to it.
I get that.
And I feel like one of the things I was saying about that was like if you kind of like if you start searching for something on TikTok and you know, they might start showing it to you, especially like you looking like to renovate your house or you looking for cooking videos or something like that. And you start seeing a bunch of those, but then it's like I ain't trying to do that no more. I don't need this all on my page. So you can kind of like add to like kind of block things like that. One of the other things they have is like content, what is it called? Content levels. And that'll kind of allow you to, well, that's just something that they're using like kind of like the maturity levels for stuff so that they know kind of like, okay, this content is being marked at this level. This is not for kids, to kind of automatically kind of filter out stuff so the kids ain't getting it. So that's just something they're doing for themselves to kind of like filter what come on your For You page.
I do understand. I feel like when I was the age of MySpace and this stuff, obviously I didn't tell the truth about my age. So you content filtering my lying age. I
mean, but nah, that's just like content in itself. So that's like if something get posted, if like your page is already, let's say you on TikTok and you listed as I don't know how you got to be on TikTok. I'm assuming it's 13 or something like that, like Instagram. But let's say you 16, you on Instagram, on TikTok, and you didn't mark yourself as your regular age. You ain't try to lie, no whatever finesse.
Right.
And content that's not meant for a 16-year-old isn't going to show up on your page. So like that's like their filtering, kind of like how you know you got rated R or whatever.
I get that.
It's not like you go searching for it; they won't deliver it to you type of situation.
That's smart. That's smart.
I mean, I feel like it's something that they got to do. Oh, and the last one that they was doing, what it is, like. They're blocking for certain content, like videos that'll be like okay to watch one of, like okay, it's cool to like watch a video, but you don't want to like watch it back to back, like maybe like depressing videos or
you
like
can definitely
like,
fall in a hole.
Yeah, so stuff like that. So like they kind of setting it up to where they'll still show some videos like content, but they won't give it to you to where you seeing too much of it to kind of like limit those kind of things. So I feel like it's good, like TikTok making them kind of moves because it's like. At the same time, one of the things that make TikTok so dope is that their For You page just get to just knowing you automatically and serving you. It
knows me so well.
But then it's at the same time, I feel like you're going to have a decent amount of people who ain't going to like limit what show up on their For You page. But having the option is always like, it's good to have that option. You like, oh, I don't want to see this. I want to block somebody or something like that.
I agree. I mean, as I know mental health is becoming even bigger. They just did the 998 or 988 line.
That's one of the things.
The suicide line. But, you know, with this, it kind of brings consciousness because, you know, when you might not be in an episode, it'll be, okay, let me go block this so that when you are in an episode, you've already taken care of yourself. Yeah. Or like, you know, when you're sad, you know, you just kind of get into a hole and you want to be sad. And that can really protect some people who go to these social media sites for that. So I do think it's actually really wonderful as someone who has had mental health issues and still sometimes struggles. Things like that would be extremely good for people like me. So I applaud TikTok. You know, TikTok, go TikTok, go TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I get these companies like, you know, little shout outs, but I feel like they always also be watching their ass because like a lot of times,
you have to.
Government on their ass about like how y'all doing this for the youth and all that kind of stuff. So it's like they got. I mean, they doing things, trends. But they also got to watch their ass too. They
have trends where the kids are tearing the school up, and it's now trending on TikTok, and we gotta. Are they tearing up the back?
They ain't we no more, shawty.
Yeah, it ain't we no more.
Wait, though. So yeah, man, that's I feel like it's dope what they're going on with TikTok. So definitely, like, man, make sure your kids let them know, or shit. If you on TikTok, if you watching some shit you don't want to see on there, hey, look, you finna have a way to block out watching certain content. Because I know sometimes I be like liking some shit, then TikTok feel like it's what I want to see. I'm like, I don't want to see this no more, TikTok. Stop showing me this.
Yeah.
So like to be able to have it like where I can put in like I don't feel like I'm gonna do it just because I'm too lazy. But especially when it comes to like TikTok or something, I just like scroll past because Instagram be showing me some stuff. I'm like, this ain't what I really want to see. Well, I know this kind of caught my attention, but I don't really want to. I ain't trying to spend my time watching. Just keep scrolling. Like,
but
look,
for younger people,
don't show me my distractions.
Right, but for younger, I mean, for all people, not just younger people, but for a lot of people, that's gonna be helpful. If you can even save a couple lives off of things you do, sure. I think it's definitely worth it. So shout out to TikTok.
I bet that. All right, and last thing, staying mostly with the tech version. Something that I'm so happy I just read about, and I'm so happy that I've seen.
So much drama.
Little dramatic. Amazon Prime Video has finally fucking decided to update and revamp that ugly ass app. You agree with me on this one, right?
I agree. Okay, hear me out. I agree, but do I really think they're gonna come through?
I seen it.
Oh, they've already updated it.
I don't think it's been updated, but I seen like what the joint's supposed to look like. It looked like a Netflix type joint. It looked like Netflix quality.
I'll take it back because my initial thought was,
you ain't got faith in them.
It's been trashed this long. Why all of a sudden they gonna come through with something magical? Like, no, this gonna be trash. I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't care. I just cut the Prime off anyway. I ain't gonna see it.
It looked legit though. Like they got like the top 10 and everything, kind of like how Netflix got like top 10. It looked like Netflix Prime Video.
So basically, they're stealing from Netflix.
I mean, hey, Netflix, the top company, is steal from who you supposed to. Hey, do what you got. Hey,
I know they could do better. Like Amazon, if you want to hire me to, do your UX, I got you. Your interface, got you. But like, I mean,
they app looked 7 years old for the longest. Like they app looked like it was from a different time period. It looked old. It does not.
I just hate that they have to. I wish they would have came up with something more organic.
I mean, it wasn't like a direct Netflix copy, but because I mean, honestly, every app then kind of like what Netflix looked like a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I don't feel like HBO Max and Netflix look alike at all.
I mean, I feel that
or Hulu.
I mean, most of the thing is, I think it is Netflix is probably the closest one it looked like, but it's just kind of like how like on the left side you got like all the little options of like my menus and my favorites and all the little joints or whatever.
I mean, I'm gonna have to see it, but like
I might not be explaining it the best, but it do feel close.
It was just such a trash interface. I just didn't really have hope when you first brought it up. I was just like, whatever. They're not gonna be successful.
Like I said, I read about it, and then the photos I seen from it look legit. Like, okay, this looks like it looks sleeker.
Look like they picked a 16-year-old to do their initial app. Like
I had to like run through it for sure, but yeah, man. As a person who has used Amazon Prime Video, and sometimes it's like it ain't even the type of place you want to just scroll through looking for stuff because it just looks so trash. It look old. It just looks like y'all ain't made this in years. Like, what y'all done? Y'all like, and it's one of the top joints, but it really, Amazon Prime Video, one of them situations where you a company, Amazon, who just got buku money, and so many people subscribe to Prime, so it's like, I already got Prime, and Prime Video come with it. Well, I'm gonna check it out. The app sucked, but it's already included, so you just
also
checking it out.
finding things to watch, finding things on there it wasn't convenient. So I definitely can't wait to see kind of how they updated it. Maybe I'll go like borrow my mama's Prime information to go check it out because I'm not turning that shit back on.
I feel. But yeah, so that's cool. Like, so I'm looking forward to that part on that. Switching over to culture. I don't know if this
culture.
Culture? What's this culture? Alright, yeah, man. Sticking over the culture, we're gonna slide on the part what you had just said. We got what it is, the 988 number. It went live. I think July 16th is the day it went live. So it's pretty much the National Suicide and Crisis Prevention lifeline. So like now, regardless, wherever you at in the U.S., like just like how you can dial 911 anywhere, you can dial 988 anytime like you need to talk to somebody to kind of get you through a crisis. That's not like you need someone to come to you like an emergency, but you need someone to kind of like be able to contact with. So regardless of the situation, even if it's not suicide, you can call up to 988 to kind of like help you get you from whether a literal ledge or like a mental ledge or whatever you at to kind of help you back down and like get you to a safer space mentally. So I feel like that's super dope.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. The initial hotline number was great, but like I wasn't gonna remember that. Like, I'm in the middle of an episode or a depressive episode. I'm not gonna remember 71355. Like, I'm not gonna remember all that. So I like that they have shortened it.
They should have had like Mike Jones do it.
They definitely. 281-334-8004. Hit Mike Jones up the low because Mike Jones are about to blow. But no, in all seriousness, the 988 I think is very convenient because there were times where I just needed someone to talk to. And in that moment, when you're really kind of going in that dark time, you're not like, okay, let me go on the internet and find out the real number. No, because you already have all these negative thoughts. You already have them thoughts like, well, people don't care anyway. Nobody wants to listen to me anyway. Let me go find a number. Oh, I can't find a number. That's a sign. All of that you can take.
It's not really the type of number that, like one, I feel like it's also the type of joint. Thankfully, you had stuff like Logic. He had a song. I don't remember the name of the joint, but like how you had that and how you had like you can save it, but at the same time, I feel like it's the type of number you don't want to have saved in your phone. Like if it come up, like obviously it's good for like convenience to have that saved, but also you don't even want to. I feel like if you are in that space, like thankfully I ain't been to that kind of space with it mentally, but I feel like that ain't something you want to have that long number saved. So, but like 988, you can remember that offhand. Like you ain't got to save 911 in your phone number.
No, like
you just dial it like
your
that.
Kids, everybody knows 911. Even 988, I hope is has some type of method to where if it is that serious, that's an easy transition to 911. Or even people who have there's a lot of families that kind of see something in somebody else and they need to call 988 for that family member. You know what I mean? Like having all of those avenues. I just really think this is very great. I don't care how long it took to get here. I don't care how long people feel like this should have been done. The fact that it's being done now and it could potentially save lives in the future is a blessing. So I'm 100%.
I'm with it.
Here for it.
Yeah, I feel like they had. It was something I think they was been working on. Like so, in some areas it was already working, but like July 16th is when it went live nationwide, to where everybody should be able to access it.
Phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
For sure. So yeah, that's super dope right there. Keeping it moving, staying on culture. Son, you had told me about the Toys R Us joint. You want to run it? You want to run this little stop? Oh my gosh, that sounds like.
I mean, okay. So we all know that Toys R Us used to be the spot. I mean, maybe not all, but like when we was younger, Toys R Us used to be the spot. Now, did I ever buy anything from Toys R Us? No. My mama was like, you can go look, go touch, but I ain't paying $30 for none of this shit. Right? And then Toys R Us died. Like it was like a national died, like sadness. There's a building down the block that used to be Toys R Us and it's just sad. Well, tell me why I was scrolling on the socials and Macy's and Toys R Us then partnered up and now they're going to be Toys R Us inside of Macy's. What a finesse. I mean, first of all, it's genius because you go into Macy's anyway. I mean,
Well, I mean, Macy's ain't gonna lie. Macy's also one like Macy's ain't get hit obviously as hard as Toys R Us, but Macy's is a brand that was closing a lot of stores. A few
I
years
know
back
that's what I was gonna say. Like Macy's already like but they still got some stuff in there that you want to go in there. Now you didn't combine it with Toys R Us. That's smart. That's so smart. Make it a big old put a play area in the middle.
Nah, that's too much.
A daycare in the middle. You go shop for clothes. Drop the kids off to play with the sample toys, possibly buy a toy, buy your clothes, all in one. Happy trip, have some kind of food area, make it a mini mall. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, Macy's usually in a mall already. So I don't know about throwing all of that part, but
imagine. Oh, I gotta go find some fit. I'm going to Vegas. I need to go find some fits. But I got my 3-year-old with me. They gonna cramp my style. Let me drop them off at the Macy's Toys R Us. I'm gonna spend an hour looking for some fits and buy them a toy. We gone. We out.
I got you.
Chick-fil-A on the way home.
I hear what you're saying, but yeah, I feel like it's dope because it's like I don't know where the youth kids at right now, how Toys R Us hit them as a brand, but I know like our age and like a decent enough kids, Toys R Us is like it's like it just feel like a kid brand offhand. Like it's a one of them well-known brand because I really feel like that's mostly what Macy's doing because Macy's can already sell toys, but I think having Toys R Us in there, but having the brand name Toys R Us in there, I feel like that's just gonna kind of like add it because it's supposed to be put inside of every Macy's store. They gonna get a Toys R Us section.
I think the thing that's a bit confusing. I don't have any kids, obviously, but like, do kids still play with toys like that? Like, but no, like for real. They got little iPads and they watching YouTube.
But they be having like kid iPad toys, like not actual iPads, but like kid toys and stuff like that.
I've watched kids not play with the toys in the room and just watch a kid. There's some little boy online that plays with toys. They will sit and watch him play with the toy and versus play with the toys inside of the room. I've seen that with my own eyes.
I've seen it.
So
kids. Well, one of the things I seen with it was that with the Toys R Us joint is that during the pandemic, like the past couple years or whatever, it's been a boom in actual toy purchasing.
Oh, that's
which
great.
Since the Toys R Us closed in like 2017. So you had like a lot of people who been buying toys crazy. So it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like a lane for it. Probably not enough of a lane for Toys R Us to open by itself fully from bankruptcy and all that joint. But enough to where, hey, we can kind of make a lane for it. People still mess with the Toys R Us brand name. So it's like, because it's kind of one of them things like with Toys R Us when it's gone like, oh man, I love Toys R Us, but you weren't shopping there. They closed for a reason.
Like most of the time you just go there to play.
Yeah, so people just having their mind. So I feel like it's enough of a thing so where they can kind of bring it in. So I feel like it's gonna be dope. Like it's something to kind of like help bring Toys R Us back and something that give you another reason to go to Macy's, which like I say is fighting all the online companies and stuff like that. So
I mean, if they were smart, they would also add some type of food. Like they should also partner with McDonald's and just make it like this whole little area. Oh, you can go to get clothes. It's like a Walmart. It'd be like a Walmart. Or you could just go to Walmart.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like I said, it's used in a mall, so there's stuff close to it. But I feel like it's a cool little joint. Flipping on the side from the kid playful side of shit. Let's get on the kind of situation that came up recently, which is some bullshit. So you got the Sesame's Place.
Oh.
I ain't gonna understand. I don't know exactly what that said or like what's the situation.
Philadelphia.
Oh, it's in Philly. All right, but yeah. So you got the Sesame Place joint, and like I seen it this past couple of days where they was talking about pretty much just I don't know any of the Sesame Street characters other than Big Bird like the Elmos. I know the super main ones. I don't know the rest of them.
These extras.
Yeah. So, but you got like the people who just in character. These ain't the ones who on the Sesame Street TV show and nothing like that. These just the people who walking around doing the joint. So you got like the you had the first person who was in like the turquoise color. I'm just gonna call them by the colors.
I was like, what are you saying?
I'm gonna just call them by colors. They was in turquoise. They had like the little orange parts.
One of the little costume people.
Yeah, it was in turquoise. They was sliding through, high five and like all the little kids. Just to keep it blunt on it. They was high five and white kids going through there. Hey, cool, love for all kids. But the thing is, they went up to like high five, two little black kids right there, just as happy, ready to say like, and they just go by them, nope, and just go by them, riding through. Parent posted a video, sending it to Sesame Place, and they're like, oh no, that's not what happened. They was saying some other joint.
They were saying that they asked they asked for that costume person to pick them up and take a photo with them during the parade. And the parent was like, first of all, they didn't reach out to us. Second of all, that's not true.
Yeah, and they was saying like somebody behind, because I seen him like wave off, but it's like, nah. And then the thing is, that was like the first, I don't know how many videos you seen.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, so I seen that first joint of it. And then the thing is, that same character person, I think I saw like 2 other videos of them doing the exact same thing to different black kids in the exact same situation. High five, nope, slide right by. High five, nope, slide right by. And then that one you had just sent me.
Yeah.
Of
with a whole different character.
Different character.
Yeah.
That was in purple. It was purple and red.
Was it purple?
I think it was purple.
I don't know. It was a character at the same location.
I ain't gonna with you. I'd have been cutting up on all the situations, but that last one, we'd have cut up for real. Like they ran up on like somebody's little daughter or whatever, and then like kind of bumping up on it and like bumped her over and like kind of like his love. It's like, bro, I ain't gonna stunt with you, man. We doing squabbling right there with my kid right there.
I mean, but that's the
knockover.
thing.
Like ain't nothing light about that, man. I don't know what you think this is.
That's the thing, because if the parent would have engaged in a situation like that, the parent would have looked crazy, and that's not fair. They
always make that the angry black person, whatever, man. Look,
because first of all, you're not finna bump my kid. Call me angry.
That's on the love. Like you ain't finna like like me. If I'm crazy over me, I'm crazy over me. But like, which I am too. But like, you damn sure ain't finna go crazy over my child. Like
it's just sad because first of all, I don't necessarily like the way that their media release on trying to fix the problem about, this is actually what happened. That's not what happened. If you make a mistake, I made a mistake. Hey, we might have some racist employees. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We apologize. Don't make it somebody else's fault or be like, they asked to pick up the child. No, because first of all, social media is real now. Like you're not going to get away with, you're not just going to get away with stuff.
I feel like it's really too many of them that happen. Like they probably had that little moment, and like when it's like the one woman who posting it. But like when you got that many videos posted,
because other parents came to our defense.
In succession, you finna they gonna have to backtrack their words. They gonna have to pretty much get rid of them employees, because there's no way you gonna keep them employees, because they finna get boycotted with that kind of stuff.
But you don't. But
there's too many people, too many places who finna slide on it.
I think it's disappointing because Sesame Street is supposedly known for the diversity of characters. The people they invite on, the children's, the elderly people, like they go against all the isms. And so to have such a beloved organization like Sesame Street to do something like this publicly, and then come to find out this isn't like a one-time hit, like many people are posting videos about this happening to them. What are we saying? Like, we all grew up to Sesame Street. This is what's more important, these employees or what you're known for, which is to include everyone. Like, I don't know. I just think it's trash.
I mean, the Sesame, I ain't gonna stand, like I said, the Sesame Place, I don't really get the difference between it. Like, 'cause when I seen the Sesame Place, I like, it doesn't look like Sesame Street characters.
But I think it is Sesame Street characters, but I think it's like a place for people to go. Because you obviously can't go to Sesame Street. That's a TV show. But this is the I don't want to say, what's it called?
Kind of like Disney World kind of idea.
Yeah, what's that called? Amusement park. It's kind of like the amusement park.
Because it seemed like a parade kind of joint.
Yeah, like at Disney World, they do like well, I don't know. I've never been to Disney World. I'm still waiting to go. But, they have like the parade midday and stuff. And so I feel like Sesame's Place is kind of like the amusement park area for Sesame Street, the show. Again, I could be wrong. I could just be talking out my ass. Regardless, it's wrong regardless.
Yeah, main part is on that bullshit. So like, man, y'all definitely hashtag protest, whatever the fuck you gotta do against that Sesame Place shit. Cause look, man, it could be your child. Like, so regardless, you black, brown, white, tan, whatever color your skin is, like, I don't want nobody's child to have to go to a, like, it's already messed up when you got to deal with racism as an adult. But like, man, a child damn sure should not be dealing with racism from adults in some hidden costume and portraying it like it's just all love and you supposed to be some friendly character representing peace and happiness for kids, and like you are bringing that kind of racism and that kind of blatant racism into a child life. So definitely look, man, as many people as possible stand on that and like make that company like hold themselves as well as their employees accountable for what happened recently. So yeah, man, definitely stand on that. Anything else you got going on? That's pretty much all I got going on in culture for the most part. You heard me?
10 days till Beyonce comes out.
Oh my gosh.
10 days. And if I'm allowed back once it drops, because I'm not going to lie to you, I feel like it would only be fair if you allow me back to talk about Renaissance. But if not...
Nah, because we talk about tech and I ain't got time the whole time. You're like, but I'm really ready to get to Beyonce. Like, hold on, slow down.
I can be patient. Regardless, there is 10 days left. 10. She is coming. She is coming. You can slow this part down, turn it black and white.
I ain't gonna
she
do none of
is
that. It's
coming.
gonna play regular schmeggler, and we're gonna get to the end of this here. Beyonce album coming. Yay, Beyonce. Shout out to Beyonce for sure though. Like not, I still rock with Beyonce, but like I ain't on as much gas as her. But yeah, so man, shout out Beyonce. I feel like the album gonna be dope.
I'm here for it. I'm sorry. I'm just here for it.
Sliding into that part where we own the jams and the joint, you feel me? So jam and joint of the week. I always gotta hit y'all with some vibes for show that, man. An artist who on the cool, or I always be trying to like get y'all who talk about it before I say the song.
Yeah, okay.
So jam and joint of the week is Price of Fame by Brent Faiyaz. Let me make sure it's the title.
Oh snap!
Yeah, Price
we
of
got
Fame.
some Brent.
Yeah, man. Listen to that Wasteland a little bit on the way up to
I heard
Vegas.
the album was fire.
I peeped some. I ain't get a chance to finish on it. Like I kind of zoned out a little bit on the ride. I fell asleep. But like what I did here was definitely vibes. Definitely coming through. Brent be on his wave, and I rock with it.
Yeah.
What's dope to me, like even though I had heard of Brent before, like heard of him like on the Gold Link joint. I be doing like a while back. Used to do Black Tuesdays when we got put on.
What's a Black Tuesday?
Shut up. But
he used to be a rapper, y'all.
Don't used to be. I got bars coming. Y'all hear the intro. Y'all hear. Hey,
I can beatbox.
That was hard. No, I was trying to. No, I can beatbox.
I was giving you a beat to rap out.
No. That was somebody crumbling paper.
No, because you gotta cover it.
That's you. Could you hear it when you did it? Could you hear it when you did? Like you did that with confidence, like you couldn't hear yourself. Like you didn't hear it be bad in the beginning, then you kept going. It got worse. It got worse and you kept going. I ain't even understand it. My brain couldn't understand how you heard it be worse and kept going. But I'm a slide. Like I said, man, Brent Faiyaz dropped the dope ass album. That's one of the dope cuts that I was kind of fucking with. Like I definitely like the beginning joint on it. It's one of them long joints. So I think like a 6-minute cut. So it had like a beat change on it and like different kind of energy. But I'm definitely fucking with it. I want to tap in and hear the rest of this album. I know I'm a little bit late on listening to it, but nigga been moving around. But I'm definitely rocking with Brent album. Rock with Brent. Like the why can't it? Rehab, wasn't it? When the name of the joint that we heard?
I got too many hoes. But they ain't. That's not the words.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right. I don't care. I feel like
I'm right.
You wrong.
You like to put the shit in your nose. And then that's when he say, but I still love you.
Man, whatever. Man, Brent. Bro came through the vibes. Y'all definitely check out Brent Faiyaz album, Wasteland, and definitely Price of Fame. That's the jam and joint of the week. If you ain't listened to it, tap in with it. Let me know how you fucking with it.
Tap in.
And, catch the little wave of it. You feel me? I really ain't got too much to talk about this week. I don't know if y'all peeped it. Shout to kind of jock on my colors, you know what I mean? Got the yellow and black.
Who got dressed first?
Hey, look, that ain't what's important.
Who got dressed first?
That ain't what's important. That ain't what's important.
People who got dressed first.
That ain't what's important.
Who got dressed first?
You changed. You had changed. You weren't gonna wear that at first. You weren't gonna wear that at first. But
you don't even. And then I mean the whole outfit too.
You weren't gonna wear that at first. And I didn't know you had black pants on. But yeah,
I just noticed it right now.
I seen the yellow shirt. The black pants is a surprise. I got a camel hat on though. It's different. It's different. But yeah, man.
It's different.
Like I said, man, this week obviously we slid through a little bit longer, talking a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Killa, coming through and sliding with me.
Thank you. Don't forget to go like, comment.
Are you with the gang now?
Subscribe. You know what I mean? Like when I used to have my own YouTube channel, you gotta hit her with the little flex.
Like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to check out next week's episode. Like, but yeah, though.
Boo, tomatoes.
Shut up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. But yeah, man. Like she said, definitely, man. You watching the YouTube version, like, comment, hit me the subscription, hit the little the notification button. Hit the notification button. You heard me? Get the little ding every time a new joint drop.
Kind of stumbling there.
A little bit, but it's cool. I'm gonna keep rolling.
Got you.
You on what it is, Spotify, Apple, anything like that, be sure to leave us a review, 5 stars, baby. I love y'all. You feel me? And if you got any comments, just in general, man, you can always hit us on IG, hit me on TikTok. Let me know how y'all rocking with it. Let me know you got any comments, anything you want to change. You can hit the Reddit, just whatever it is, man. All of it's in the description. And ain't really too much, man. You always can follow me, AO Forever, on everything. Stick to the code pod if you want to holler at the podcast. And like I said, my girl Killa here, we appreciate her for coming through, slide, and giving y'all this dope ass energy, whole lot of conspiracy, less conspiracy energy than she was on last time.
But if you want to get into it,
we ain't gonna get into it. Okay. We gonna let these fans know we appreciate them sliding with us.
Appreciate you. You know, like y'all the real ones out here. You know,
bet that. And look,
y'all
man,
deal with that camo hat regularly, and I know it's hard for y'all.
Leave me alone. Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all with y'all already know. I always leave you with, look, man. Everybody got a different code. Look, man, no matter what yours is, just know what your code is. Just know what it is and stick to that code. Look, man, it's a Stick to the Code podcast. We out.
Bye.
Bye.